So guys, we are back with another This Week in Destiny breakdown video. We have some last minute calls for Solstice, a huge amount of Warlock changes coming in the next couple of updates, and a whole lot more, so let's just jump straight in. First off, this is the final week of Solstice, so be sure to grab any rewards before the 19th rolls around, because after that reset, Solstice will be over and the event rewards will be no longer available. So grab anything that you are missing or wanting to go and get before the event ends next week. Next, we have a huge amount of Warlock ability tuning previews for update 9.1.0. So, first up, Warlock's abilities. Empowering Rift, which is the class ability. Standing in an Empowering Rift now generates grenade, melee, and class ability energy over time. And Final Blows while standing in an Empowering Rift now generates bonus, special, and heavy ammo progress. Weave Walk Strand Aspect. Exiting Weave Walk now grants Woven Mail for you and nearby allies. Woven Mail duration is relative to time spent in Weave Walk. Increased horizontal movement on enter and exit, and increased fragment slots from 2 to 3. Weaver's Call on Strand and Prismatic Aspect now generates Roosted Threadling progress when giving damage of any type. Threadling damage now returns class ability energy, and this works on all Threadling damage while this aspect is equipped. Frost Pulse Stasis Aspect. Freezing enemies now generates class ability energy, works on all stasis freezes while this aspect is equipped. Pocket Singularity for Void and Prismatic Melee now has 2 charges at base. Projectile lifetime increased from 1.2 to 2 seconds. Reworked projectile tracking to favour targets closest to initial trajectory, and reduced detonation knockback on players by 50%. And exotic armor, Yonoya, increased projectile damage at maximum range from plus 15 to plus 20%. Tuned distance to damage curve to make the maximum damage distance easier to identify. Increased projectile tracking by roughly 40%, and in addition to the primary projectile, the sub-projectiles now benefit from Ember of Ashes and Ember of Empyrean. Then for general, Threadlings increase damage versus combatants by 20%. All of these changes are absolutely insane in my opinion. Yonoya is a really underrated exotic. If you aren't using it right now, throw it into a Hellion build and you're going to be igniting so many people. It's absolutely insane. Threadling damage being increased is great. Being able to generate more Threadlings with the Weaver's Call aspect is going to be amazing for those builds. Weave Walk getting a slight buff there, increasing the amount of fragment slots it provides and giving us free Woven Mail. It's going to be absolutely insane. The Empowering Rift stuff isn't really too crazy, but it's a nice benefit to anybody who actually uses that ability, because I know I don't. But yeah, overall, very happy with these changes. Alongside that, there's also a whole load of upcoming bug fixes. First up, Starfire Protocol should have already been fixed because apparently it wasn't returning as much energy as expected, but that should have been fixed with the most recent update. Crown of Tempest continuing to investigate an issue where Crown no longer grants stacks on multi-kills, and they aim to fix this when Renegades goes live, which is around December of this year. Rhymecoat Raiment continuing to investigate an issue where Rhymecoat generated stasis crystals inconsistently apply Devour when Feed the Void is active. Looking to have this fixed when Renegades goes live as well. Boots of the Assembler confirmed an issue where Boots' Noble rounds won't work on a teammate that enters the Warlock's Rift. Fix will be deployed during the 9.1 major update Ash and Iron. Wings of Sacred Dawn. After investigating reports around Wings of Sacred Dawn, we've concluded that we missed a patch note with the Edge of Fate's release. It is intended that Wings no longer reloads your equipped weapons, as this led to some problematic behavior around single-shot magazine weapons, such as bows. Controverse holds received reports that it doesn't return energy as expected, and after investigation, we believe this is true, specifically with some combatants in the firing range only. Looking to have this update to the firing range combatants in a future update. And Nezarec Sin reports of the generation buff no longer working during multi-kill streaks, and they believe this may have been resolved in the 9.005 update alongside the fix for the sprint bug, but we'll continue to keep an eye out on any future reports. So just a whole load of bug fixes there coming for future Warlock exotics, which is very nice, but overall those upcoming Warlock changes have me very, very excited. Then they just go over Crucible, rewards, and power. So they already made a couple of changes to Crucible, making it a little bit more rewarding. Main thing here though is that the competitive playlist weapon, Solemn Remembrance, or the returned version of the Not Forgotten hand cannon, now has a chance to drop on completion instead of just wins, so very highly that you're more likely to run into that weapon dropping, so very much recommend jumping in and trying to get some decent rolls of it. But then they also just go over some more changes here to be increasing frequency of drops within Crucible Ops playlists for bonus drops, and just a whole lot of other changes that they're going to be introducing within the 9.10 update, which is the Ash and Iron update. Then to end off, they just talk about the sales going on inside the Bungie store, as well as a Bungie Foundation support Ronald McDonald House charities. And if you donate $25 today to this worthy cause, you can snag a brand new emblem, which you can see on screen here. And that is everything for this week's Twid. If you want to read it for yourself, have links down in the description as always. But that's it from me here today for this video. So if you guys enjoyed this quick breakdown, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, I'd very much appreciate it. But with that all said, once again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.